Cricket in the Thicket. Poems about bugs. Written by Carol Murray. Illustrated by Melissa Sweet. Cricket's alarm. Cricket in the thicket. Cricket. Cricket in the house. Cricket. Cricket in the bedroom. Not as quiet as a mouse. Cricket. Cricket in the closet, in a pocket, or a shoe. Cricket. Cricket, 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 cricket. Where are you? Only male crickets can chirp. They rub their wings together to create a mating call or to keep other males away. In Japan and China, people keep crickets as pets for their song. Go ants go! Working while the world is sleeping, tugging, lugging, running and creeping. 3 small letters, that is all. A-N-T, together, crawl! There are more ants in the world than any other insect. Some ants live off juices made by other bugs. Some eat insects, and some harvest grass, leaves, and berries to eat later. During winter in cold areas, ants sleep in their nests. Cicada's surprise. She left a treasure on a tree, as thin as paper, plain to see. We showed it to another kid, wondering what cicada did. Cicadas spend from 2 to 17 years underground, feeding on tree roots and emerging as adults. They live in trees and number in the billions. Cicadas molt or shed their exoskeletons on tree trunks. Just jumping spider. The jumping spider has a handy dandy way to travel. He spins and winds a silky thread and lets it all unravel. He keeps his string inside until he finds he's moving slow. Then he'll unlatch his trusty hatch and down the road he'll go. Jumping spiders are among the most colorful of spiders. Instead of building webs to catch food, they use their silk as a lifeline when they jump in search of dinner. Like most spiders, they have 8 eyes, but this type of spider can see especially well. Dragons fly the sky. A lovely wisp, awash in blue, with light and lacy wings. A mini glider in the sky, who soars but never stings. Dragonflies are a human's friend because they helpfully eat mosquitoes and other insects. With 4 wings, they, like butterflies, are not true flies, which has only 2 wings. Inchworming along. Inchworm travels down the trail, swifter than a slippery snail, up and down, around and through, making haste with worm's eye view. She has a dream, a special plot. She's measuring for a garden spot. Inchworms are similar to caterpillars. They crawl by alternately stretching their front forward and then bringing up their rear to meet it, also called measuring worms or loopers. Inchworms are the larvae of moss. Ladybug hug. Everyone loves the ladybug. She's cute and small and shy, a bright, delightful, friendly sort, and pleasing to the eye. A charming little insect, bringing polka-dotted fun. So should you want to hug a bug, this lady is the one. Surprise! That ladybug may actually be male. It's hard to tell. Ladybugs are said to bring good luck. A gardener's helper, ladybugs rid the garden of aphids, which can damage plants. Trees, knees, and bumblebees. Rumble, rumble, bumblebee. Don't you know you're bugging me? Your buzzing in the climbing tree may make me tumble, bumblebee. Stop that rumble, bumblebee. Perhaps I'll stumble as I flee. I'll crash and crumble, skin my knee, and then I'll grumble, bumblebee. Most bumblebees are black and yellow with fine hair covering their bodies. They have long tongues like straws for gathering nectar. Many flowers would be extinct without the help of the bumblebee. Let's hear it for dung beetle. I don't get much respect, and I suspect you didn't know that I was very popular in Egypt long ago. A sacred bug, oh yes indeed, a charm with magic power. Too bad you didn't know me in my former, finest hour. Dung beetles are ground dwellers and especially like manure piles. They live off the waste of animals, particularly plant eaters like cows and camels. In ancient Egypt, some dung beetles were called scarabs. Ornaments in the form of scarabs have been found on mummies. Water beetles got talent. I'm spotted like a puppy dog, a most unusual thing. I carry little pods of air beneath each shiny wing. I creep and crawl and glide the sky. I'm begging for your vote. I've got a lot of talent. I can flip and fly and float. Spotted water beetles are sleek and streamlined, built for swimming. They are athletes and can breathe underwater with air they carry beneath their wings. A repellent fluid protects them from fish. Roly-poly afternoon. Holy moly, roly-poly bugs are everywhere. They hide beside the slippery slide and gather here and there. They like to lodge in camouflage, all rolled up in a ball. But a gentle nudge will make them budge, and then they start to crawl. And though they're not the kind of friend you'd like to spend the day with, in slow and sleepy quiet times, they sure are fun to play with. Roly-polies are also called pill bugs. They are actually crustaceans like shrimp and crayfish and have 7 pairs of legs. Walking stick courage. If it's skinny like a twig and looks like a twig and it feels like a twig, then it must be a twig. Come on, let's touch it. You first. Walking sticks are usually brown or green and many have wings. Their strange stick-like appearance is their camouflage and protects them from predators. Praying or praying? Pray tell us, Mr. Mantis, do you pray or simply pray? Do you scout about for victims or fold your hands all day? You look a little scary, but appearances deceive. So tell us, Mr. Mantis, what should we believe? Praying mantises, also called mantids, hold their front legs up together when resting, as if they are praying. Look carefully. They appear to be part of a plant on which they rest. Milkweed for monarch. I'm very, very smart and rather lucky, I would say. My diet is the milkweed plant. I eat it every day. Most usually, I'm hidden when attackers choose to dine. And birds don't like my milkweed taste. How very, very fine. This caterpillar is the larva stage of the monarch butterfly. They eat only milkweed plants, which are poisonous to birds. The milkweed leaves make the caterpillars and later the butterflies poisonous too. Monarch and friends. The monarch likes to travel in the company of others. To Mexico, she drifts and glides with moms and dads and brothers. The butterfly lifespan has 4 stages: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. Monarch butterflies migrate to warm climates in the winter and return in the spring. Termite taste. Just imagine, if you could, a creepy crawler crunching wood. He fancies logs and limbs nutritious, tree trunks sweet and quite delicious. Could you, would you, find it great to spy some sawdust on your plate and hurry up to take a bite? A very hungry termite might. Termites are closely related to cockroaches. Though they are best known for eating wood, termites also like to eat cotton and paper. Daddy, what long legs you have! This daddy has the longest legs. What makes them even more so is simply that he has also a teeny tiny torso. Daddy Longlegs is a long-legged creature often mistaken for a spider. Though they are arachnids, they have only 2 eyes, no fangs or venom, no silk spinnerets, and a single body instead of a body in 2 parts. Another name for Daddy Longlegs is Harvestman. This arachnid has much in common with scorpions, mites, and ticks. Grasshopper Green. Grasshopper Green is a munching machine. He is built with precision and flair. His hind legs are long and exceedingly strong, like 2 springs as he zings through the air. 4 wings let him fly, let him zip through the sky. He has jaws that are perfect for crunching. With ears near his knees and 5 eyes, sure to please, he spends most of his time simply munching. Like all insects, a grasshopper has 3 main body sections: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. They can leap many times their body length. When scared or stressed, they spit out a brown liquid, often known as tobacco juice. Spinning spiny back. I spin and spin. And when I need a pepper picker upper, I spin a little more, and then eat my web for supper. Spiny backs are orb weavers. When they build a new web, they take down the old one and eat the discarded silk, which is a great source of protein. Spiny backs are champion recyclers. Flies fly. A hungry fly with sticky feet decides he wants a bite to eat. He scans the scene with giant eyes, surveys the cakes and chocolate pies, dips down and hovers straight to rise, and like a helicopter flies. Flies are insects with only 2 wings. They belong to the order Diptera, which comes from 2 Greek words, di meaning 2 and ptera meaning wing. The buzzing of a fly is the sound of its beating wings. Cockroach love. Really? I am not loved at all. I'm not like any other, but surely someone cares for me. I think it is my mother. Cockroaches have been on Earth for 320 million years, existing even before the dinosaurs. They are very fast runners with strong and sturdy legs. Mosquito bites. Oh no, it's Mosquito. Oh drat, she is back. She's ready and eager to make an attack. With family and friends, she hangs out in a ditch. Her probing proboscis produces an itch that comes from the bump that will follow the bite, with itching and scratching from morning till night. Mosquito comes from mosca, the Spanish word for a fly. A mosquito's wings move up to 1,000 times per second. One of the largest mosquitoes is the gallnipper, which can grow as big as a quarter. 3 cheers for Jewel Wing. I feast on mosquitoes. I eat 'em, I do. I feed on mosquitoes, and they feed on you. Ebony jewelwing is a damselfly, usually found near water. The young live below the surface of a pond or stream. Jewelwing eats massive number of insects, especially mosquitoes. June bug whoosh. June bugs, July bugs, and flip-flashing fly bugs. They're lured by the light, and those high in the sky bugs, whizzing and whirling in fabulous flight, whooshing like rockets to tell us good night. June bugs are nocturnal and like to swarm around streetlights, porch lights, and lights at ballparks. females lay eggs in midsummer. The young spend winter underground as white grubs. They feed on the roots of trees and grasses and on crops like lettuce and strawberries. Fruit fly fantasy. They seem to arise from bananas and pears and capture the table and circle the chairs. Oh, where do they come from and where do they go? They stage an invasion and vanish like snow. Fruit flies seem to appear as if by magic. They grow to adulthood through a super short, week-long cycle of metamorphosis from eggs that have been deposited on the surface of fermenting foods. Particularly awesome. No wonder that the tiny tick seems so abundant, often thick. The female lays, now here's the scoop, 5,000 eggs in one fell swoop. Ticks are parasites that feed on the blood of animals, including people. Deer ticks are to be avoided because they can carry Lyme disease. Choose a buddy and have a tick inspection after walking in the woods or high grass. Mighty nice advice. Mites may dwell on musty shelves and dine on moldy glue. On pages of forgotten books, no doubt you'll find a few. But if you'll read this book each day, we won't begin to chew. We could invade. We haven't yet. That's our advice to you. Most mites are microscopic creatures, similar to ticks and spiders, but much smaller. They feed on mold, bacteria, and even dead skin cells. Be mine, honeybee. Don't worry, little honeybee. No one will bother you. Your sting's a part of nature. Sometimes you get frightened too. You're making wax for candle glow and honey for our toast. You power up the flowers, and that's what we like the most. Honeybees live in colonies made up of a queen, female workers, and male drones. Honeybees are crucial in the pollination of fruits, vegetables, and other crops. Just the females, including the queen, have stingers, and they sting only when frightened. Enjoy watching, but take care. Firefly finale. We glitter and glimmer and put on a show in honor of Earth. Come and share in our glow. The twinkle of the firefly or lightning bug is a cool light produced without much heat. The glow comes from a chemical reaction inside the body of this small, fascinating beetle. Be on the lookout for fireflies at night and share in the glow.